Rider of Rohan, the Chad that he is, the amazing person on the High Elves versus Flying Taco, Scumlord of the Wood Elves. Dude, I hate Flying Taco. Here's the thing. Is everybody's like, oh, Flying Taco's so nice. Oh, Flying Taco's so funny. We love Flying Taco from Turin streams. No. You guys don't know the real Flying Taco. You guys don't know. I invited him to my birthday party. It was my 4th birthday party, right? So pretty young kid. Hey, he shows up. 35-year-old man steals all my presents and throws the cake on the ground. It's messed up, and people really don't want to talk about that. I have been the Wall Street Journal contacted me for this article, and after I told them, they said that's clearly a lie, that's not true, and then they left. The New York Times was going to feature me on the Daily podcast, but then after they heard the story, they're like, wait, this is about video games? No, no. And then they left. Like, no one wants to hear it. Whatever. I'll cast the game. Whatever. I'll move on. Oh, Elven Civil War, huh? Triple Dragon Princes, double Silver Helms. An Ithamar Chariot. Don't see a lot of that. Okay. Triple Shadow Warriors, 2 Spearmen, and we do have Teclis with Regrowth, Flock of Doom, Sword of Teclis, and the Potion of Troy. The other side, for the Wood Elves of Flying Taco, we have a Vanguard and Orion with some Glade Riders. Just one. Ariel for a bit of a Spellcaster. Soul Stealer, and then the Berry Wine to heal up Orion, probably? It can target anything, though, so it might actually try and heal up the Wild Hunters of Kurnos, because Orion has his own healing with his cloak. Okay. Wild Hunters of Kurnos, more Glade Riders, a front line of Dryads and Eternal Guard mixed throughout, and then we do have double Deepwood Scouts. Double Deepwood Scouts. Post buffs, post nerfs after the post buffs. Ilthamar Chariot tries to attack the Dryads for a bit, but Wild Hunters of Kurnos are quickly on their tail, doing a lot of damage to those chariots, but a nice Flock of Doom to try and punish them as well. Silverhelm's getting in a bit of a fight with the Glade Riders. Should win out on that, even though Silverhelms are generally not thought to be amazing. What was that, the Acorn of Ages? Yeah. Anyway. Why did that say Awakening of the Wood? That's not right. Whatever, I'm getting distracted. Yeah. Silverhelm should be able to beat up on Glade Riders just due to their increased armor values and high melee stats. The Glade Riders can't really get through that in either dimension. And Ariel's trying to throw out a Soul Stealer just for damage. She doesn't need the healing yet. Dragon Princes are getting rode down by the Wild Hunters of Kurnos. The Wild Hunters of Kurnos should win this with their amazing armor-piercing values. They will churn through the Dragon Princes. Ooh, also magic damage versus the physical resistance to the Dragon Princes. That is a bit of a disaster. For sure. Wood Elves seem to be overall doing well. But a nice Flock of Doom overcast onto the Wild Hunters of Kurnos. And also, they've apparently been getting a lot of healing that I haven't noticed because their healing cap is already so in sight. Shadow Warriors did a lot of damage to them, but out comes the Hounds of Orion bound spell. It's just Gehenna has golden hounds, but a little silver. So Orion has finally arrived at the fight. Hawk's Talon also trying to catch the Wild Hunters of Kurnos. Does a little bit of damage there. Wood Elves doing just fine. Still have 2 Deepwood Scouts, now getting chased by Ithamar Chariots a little bit. And have those Chariots gotten a regrowth? Or did they just take a bunch of damage and then stop taking any damage whatsoever? Because I feel like they were lower than that earlier in the game. It's possible. Whatever, doesn't matter. For the High Elves, we still have some Dragon Princes around. Still, we have 2 very healthy High Elf Spearmen. Shadow Warriors in increasing amounts of trouble. These ones ending up in melee combat with Eternal Guard as they tried to get away from the cavalry. Orion is currently sitting in the middle of a whole bunch of cav, just spearing his way through some fools. Wonk. But yeah, balance powers are going back to about 50-50. And I guess for the Wood Elves, their entire front line has been decimated. They're running out of random cav. Their Deepwood Scouts have also taken a lot of damage, so I guess they're running out of oomph, running out of gusto. Wild Hunters of Kurnos fight might finally go down as they fight to pretty much the bitter end. In comes the Acorn Oak of Ages. Yeah, it just says Awakening of the Wood. That's not right. No, it is the Awakening of the Wood effect. Boo! Should have its own special effect. Whatever. Ooh, Teclis got into a fight with Orion. That's not a good fight for Teclis. He's a little nerd mage boy, and Orion is, you know, huge. He still has all of his ammo, too. He's running after Teclis, might throw a spear or 2 on the way. How are our Dragon Prince friends? One's at half HP, Ithamar Chariot's at half HP, Teclis takes another giant shot in the back. A couple more. He has the Potion of Groy, he also has Regrowth, he'll be fine. As he takes another one. Okay, he'll be less fine if he doesn't get out of here eventually. Teclis, dude, run! He finally heals up as he runs for it, but he takes a bunch of damage for Orion throwing a spear at him on his way out. Now he's gonna path away, he'll be okay. Wood Elves are way up on the balance of power, now that is Orion and Ariel both being healthy, expensive single entities. So it is what it is, but Deepwood Scouts are depleted. Anything for the Wood Elves that is a single entity, that is not a single entity, is pretty much dead, as another Hounds of Orion rip through the Dragon Princes and High Elf Spears before prancing off into Nowheresville. More Dragon Prince is going to try and fight Ariel. She has Soul Stealer as her only actual Winds of Magic dealing spell, so she should be able to get a lot of damage out and heal herself up plenty. I would definitely favor the Wood Elves in this situation. I feel like they are chilling. So the Flock of Doom hurts some Eternal Guard for a bit. Dragon Princess surrounding Ariel. She's an okay melee combatant. Dragon Princes try and opt out while they still have a little bit of HP left. This half-health Dragon Prince, if Teclis can find a regrowth, probably wants to just throw it on them. Yeah, I actually wouldn't cast any more Flocks of Doom if I was Teclis. There's nothing worth Flock of Dooming compared to how badly you need your stuff to be healed up and stay in the game. Teclis' heal cap is in sight. Regrowth is the only spell I want to see out of him now, and there is one. They're charging Eternal Guard, who have stopped and braced, and it looks like as soon as they braced, the Dragon Princes decide that they have better things to be doing than charging Brace Spears. They'll send their own Spearmen to deal with that, and High Elf Spearmen should beat the Eternal Guard, especially with that health disparity. I saw an arrow. There it is. Some Shadow Warriors very aptly hiding in the woods. There is a big Soul Stealer in from Ariel. Does this other smaller Dragon Prince dodge it? No, so it did hit 2 Dragon Princes while the regrowth is still ticking up. Say goodbye to this Dragon Prince as it routes off the map. Probably won't die from 3 more ticks. Probably won't die. Yeah, that's fine. Another Hawk's Talon out from Orion onto the poor Dragon Princes surrounding him. They run away. Bounce power's back to 50-50. Ariel's down to half HP. Orion, 2/3, but he doesn't really count. More stuff shatters off. Wood Elves still have some troops that technically exist. These Shadow Warriors are going to kite away. And Teclis is trying to buy time, get some more Winds of Magic. Does he have his Sword of Teclis? Yeah, he does, so he can get power reserves. Okay, yeah, so the longer the game goes, the better it is for Teclis. Dragon Princes try and pile in. This is the closest to healthy Dragon Prince you're going to get, but another Soul Stealer punishes it and its friend that charged in. That Soul Stealer should probably kill this Dragon Prince. Yep, there they go. They are officially dead. The other one has taken a lot of damage. And another regrowth is here to try and save them. 20 out of 60 models left. The other one has 10 out of 60. It's not a lot on either side. Ariel is going to find the Shadow Warriors easily enough. Bonk them on the head, push them away. Dragon Prince is on the charge. How much damage do they do? Yeah, a couple hundred. Not bad. Not bad at all. She's down to 3,000 HP. Teclis standing off for now. We still have one healthy Spearman as another Hounds of Orion comes out. How many of those do you have left? That has to be it. Yeah, he's out of bound spells. And Teclis and the Chariot's even going to charge in and get a little bit of damage out, but Orion just dunks on Teclis immediately. Yeah, that's about right. Run, Teclis, run. You can't fight the Master of the Wild Hunt. Ithamar Chariot's going to fight to the end. There are 4 of them as they attempt to fight back, but Ariel and Orion are making quick work of them. Surprised they haven't lost any models yet, but it'll be coming soon. Dragon Princes are back in yet again. And Ariel is not unbreakable anymore. She is actually capable of routing, which if you could do that, then you could stop her from using any more Soul Stealers or healing up or anything like that. We have some Eternal Guard, we have some Glade Riders with Spears trying to return to the fight, but Ariel's taking a lot of damage, especially now that the High Elf Spearmen are here. And while High Elf Spearmen aren't elite as far as like infantry go, for Spearmen they are crazy strong. Fighting large targets, which they are, they have 3750 for their melee stats. Dragon Prince is still cycle charging against Flying Tacos, 2 single entities. Ariel's getting dangerously low. If she doesn't have a Soul Stealer, she is going to route any second now. Orion's getting low, but that is when he's going to start proccing his Cloak of Isha, so he'll get healing and damage resistance. So I'm not too worried about him yet. Orion is weak to burst damage, not grinding damage. Glade Rider's finally shattered off. Everything is shattered off. We are officially down to Orion and Ariel. Wood Elves can rally. No more support. Bounce power is sinking away from the Wood Elves as they take more damage. If the March Chariots down to 3 models out of 4. And Orion quickly makes that 2. He pounces on him, but Ariel's so low. Less than 1,000 HP. Sitting on spears, getting shot at by Shadow Warriors. I would focus all of your shots onto Ariel. These Shadow Warriors... Okay, they were shooting at her, yeah. Because you really need to take her out. Orion's unbreakable and has that healing. You just need to take out the only thing that actually can route, and it's a spellcaster. High Elf Spearman still fighting away. 700 HP left for Ariel, and Teclis is getting a little itchy to be in here. Potion of Troy and Sword of Teclis popped. He's going to run at her. Gets a big hit onto her back, does route her away, and the balance of power shifts heavily against the Wood Elves, but I really think that is fraudulent. Orion's unbreakable, so you have to kill him, and it's not looking like they have a lot left to do that. 1 Dragon Prince, 5 Dragon Princes, 26 archers with not a lot of ammo, and a spearman. Teclis is super wounded. We've seen what Orion has been doing to Teclis this whole game. Orion is hovering on the edge of the Cloak of Isha, keeps getting it, then losing it. I love this one, Dragon Prince. I shall name you Aerithor. Alright, we'll see how well Aerithor does for us this game, as Orion is currently power fisting some spearmen. Orion still has 2 spear chucks he could use towards either Teclis or some of the Dragon Princes to take them out. Spearman poking down Orion. Slowly. His heal cap is very far away, though, so unless something bursts him, this is going to be problematic. Tear out in for the Spearman. Aerithor is going to charge in with 97 HP. Can the lad do it? Ooh, misses his lance thrust, and then gets speared off the back of his horse by Orion. Look at that balance of power. That is the fakest thing I've ever seen. 4 Dragon Princes sprinting away. They are terror routed, not naturally routed. This doesn't count as one of their many routes. Spearmen barely holding, because that high elf leadership is a hell of a drug. They're going to hang in there for now as the Shadow Warriors continue to fire in. They have 3 volleys left, but Orion's HP has been around the same thing this whole time, because whenever it dips, the Cloak of Isha kicks in. They can't do it. They can't kill this man. Spearman very low on HP. Sinking every time Orion stabs them with his glowing spear, while his HP remains the frickin' same, because he keeps healing right back to that, right around that 1800 point, and then the Cloak of Isha cuts off again. Spearmen have routed. Balance of power still like, no, the High Elves have got this, and I am a doubter. Good Dragon Prince charge, another 100 HP off Orion. It's going to keep healing up, though, and he stabs another Dragon Prince to death. Teclis gets a good rear charge in. Orion might get mad, turn around, and body this fool. Teclis is at 1600 HP, down to 1300. Then he's going to run for it. Still 3 Dragon Princes poking away at Orion, who has fallen to 1100 HP. Slowly healing up, but some of the burst is coming in. Dragon Princes lose another model. Only 2 models left. Teclis is back in for another charge. Gets a decent shot in as these guys run. No, they are just refreshing their charge, so that is a planned event. As Orion hovers around 1000 HP, dives into the Shadow Warriors, who still have 2 volleys left. They're firing him at point-blank range into Orion, who is beneath 1000 HP. And the Dragon Princes are back. Teclis is going to regrowth himself. Balance of power is definitely army losses, but that's the power of Unbreakable, as he doesn't care about your army losses. As he kills the Dragon Princes, kills 2 models in 1 thrust. Teclis gets a couple shots onto Orion, 700 HP, but Teclis has a very bad weapon strength. He needs to get 4 more hits onto Orion to kill him, and Orion does not need 4 more hits to kill Teclis. Teclis getting massacred. Even while getting regrowth, Teclis is getting bodied and has to run away. Look at that balance of power! Look at how fake that is! As Orion is still dominating these fools. Is going to use his ammo to just chuck a spear at Teclis at this point. Running after him. 2 volleys left on Orion. Doesn't look like he's actually going to use the spears. Just running after Teclis while the Shadow Warriors shoot him. He's ignoring them entirely. Hovering around 600 HP, still slowly healing up as he sprints down Teclis. His speed is lower, but he's getting a charge increase. And oh, he did fire one of his missiles. I actually think it missed slightly as the Shadow Warriors are hitting him in the back. Orion's ignoring them entirely, just going for Teclis. As Teclis continues to try and kite it out as best he can, Orion stops. He's going to throw the spear. He's going to throw the spear as he keeps stutter stepping. There's a spear throw, hits Teclis for 200 more HP. Balance of Power starting to think that maybe something's up here. Maybe this Orion guy might have it after all as Teclis loses a bunch of leadership. The Shadow Warriors are still shooting at Orion. He's like, fine, I'll deal with you. He's actually healed more in this runaround than he dealt damage. And he just cuts Teclis off. Teclis was trying to get the charge and Orion just slams him and he kills him. And did you see how fast that Balance of Power bar moved? That was hilarious. It was just, whoa, whoa, and it was gone. Oh my god. Oh boy. Shadow Warriors, decent value. One of the Spearmen got a lot of value. Ithamol Chariots did great. Dragon Princes did pretty darn well. So did the Silver Elms. Flying Taco, Orion with 5,100 damage value. Some of the Spearmen did okay. Dryads did fine. Cavalry, the Wild Hunters did well, but the Glade Riders all got massacred. Deepwood Scouts did not do well, but this Glade Guard with Starfire Shafts did well. Ariel did fine. Very good game, these two. Very good game. Roar. Subscribe, yes, yes.